Hello, good morning. Welcome to this morning's meditation here on the Peace and Love page. How are you all? How are you all doing? It's good to be back. It's another beautiful day here where I am in the UK. How is it where you are? And good morning, good evening and good afternoon. I always need to say that, don't I? Because I know you're all over the world. You're tuning in from all different parts of the world, which is amazing. On time today, which is a miracle. So hopefully some of you that have been watching these will be here this morning again. Good morning, thank you for the hearts and the sunshines. Sweet. Bonjour, ça va? Hello New Zealand, hello France. I'm not sure where the other one is. Hello Spain. Kalimera. Oh no, that's Greek. Oops. Oh dear, I don't know my languages. Good morning everybody. Or good evening. Très bien, merci. Good morning, Cape Town. Good morning, Virginia. Hello. How are you all? It's a very sunny day here in the UK. It's unusually sunny and warm for this time of year in the UK, actually. Which I have to say I'm absolutely loving because I love the sun. Guten Tag. Yes, I did live in France for a couple of years when I was young, so I do know a bit of French. Good morning, Lancaster. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, it's just beautiful here. Definitely warmer than usual for this time of year, as I said. So I think I'm going to do some of these videos outside, actually. Maybe not now, it's a little bit cold, but as the week progresses, I think we could have some meditation in the garden, which would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I think you'd all like that. I'd like that. Yeah, isn't it? It's beautiful and sunny in the UK today. Good morning to the southeast as well. I've got my my beads on today, all of my beads on, pretty much. These beads are from, I've forgotten the name of the place now, but the place where the Dalai Lama lives anyway. They've come all the way from there. A friend of mine put this necklace together for me. I chose the beads. I don't know if you can see. Like, it's got some beautiful beads in it. And these, I wear these, they are actually protective beads. They're called Rudraksha beads. I don't know if you've heard of them. These are prayer beads, so there's 108 beads on this necklace. And that's when you are, chanting the kirtan mantras, or saying prayers, you can use this to do that. This one is, these beads are from India, I think. So these are from I might remember the name of the place in a minute. I did want to tell you a story there, but anyway, never mind. Good morning. So, are you meditators? Are you here for the meditation? How many of you are tuning in? Thank you. Yes, I do love them. I also have this incredibly beautiful necklace, which is very sentimental to me because it's got some of my dad's beads in it, but it broke and I can't seem to get it fixed at the moment, so hopefully. Okay, so how many of you meditate or know how to meditate? Let me know. There's quite a few of you here. It's saying 35. So, do you meditate? Let me know. Or are you just appearing and finding this morning out of the blue? Because if you are, then I suggest you stay, because there's no such thing as coincidence. But yeah, I'm here to help guide you all into a place of peace this morning, or this evening, or this afternoon, depending on where you are, of course. So that's what we'll be doing in a little while. Great. Well, you can learn with me every morning. I'm here, and I also, you know, there's lots of meditations already on the page. If you go to the videos section of the page, there's lots that I've done, some that Philip has done. So there's loads to choose from now, and it's you know, it's a great way to start the day. I love starting the day this way. Oh, that's a lot of German. I'll try and understand. Okay, I think that's a little bit over my head. But thank you, I'll translate that one later. Good to see you're learning. It's certainly the optimum time, isn't it, at the moment, to learn how to meditate. How to come to that inner peace that you are. Certainly. Yeah. Yoga is a great form of meditation. Tai Chi is absolutely as well. I'm not a Tai Chi expert, but I do know, of course, it's the same. It's the same core essence is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, lovely. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you all here. There's loads of you this morning. Oh, how exciting. Maybe I'm going to reach more people today with the meditation. So, anyone got any questions? I like to open the space with some questions now about spirituality, meditation, anything that's going on in your lives that you're struggling with. Anything that you might just like me to dive deep into and look for some answers for you. Good morning, Sunny Crawley, as well. Good morning, good morning. Anyone have any questions? Anything they'd like to share? Anything that they'd like me to dive into while we have a little bit of space before we do the meditation? It's always good to let go of anything that's bothering us before we do the meditation. Is it okay to think? Well, that's a great question. Well, the mind is going to think, whether you want it to or not. That's the purpose of the mind, is to experience thoughts. So you will think about things, and we use our mind. I think I did mention this yesterday, but we use our mind in different ways. But if you can train your mind to use it in a practical way, that's the most helpful. Because there's that saying, isn't there? When you just let your mind run riot, it's like a monkey mind. It just goes off and does all these crazy things, and you can't control it. So, yes, of course you can process things in a practical way. It's just when there are an overload of thoughts and you keep and you find that you're putting yourself into the past or into the future with your thoughts, that's what creates the suffering. But the more you meditate, the more you will be able to access that clear state of mind, and eventually the space of no mind, more often than the busy mind. So it's it's like anything. When you practice something for so many hours, you become a master at it. So this is what makes us experts, if you like. When you practice something, and that could be any spiritual practice or any learning of anything, and you continually practice that on a regular basis, then after a certain period of time, you do become a master in it. You know how it works. So coming back to your question, the mind will always be thinking of things, but the space between the thoughts will become greater and greater and greater the more that you meditate, the more that you focus on the silence between them, which is what meditation is. I hope that's answered your question. If not, just put something else down in the comments. Good morning. That's a great question. How do you calm your mind enough to meditate? It takes practice, because what you're doing is you're just allowing the thoughts, but you're stepping back and just seeing the thoughts. So you recognize that you're not your thoughts, you're just the witness of them. And once you begin to recognize that you're just a witness of your thoughts, you will calm your mind, because you won't be getting involved with them all the time. Hope that makes sense and has answered your question as well. Great. Just going to read this other comment. Ooh, that's a long one. Oh, great. Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you. We are. I do feel it's a global retreat. It doesn't feel like it for everybody, but then actually, even if you go to a retreat, that can be one of the most challenging things that you can do, because to put yourself in a space where you no longer have everything around you that you're used to in your life, when you are detached from all the things that you rely on for your identity, for your life, it can be quite a challenge. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you very much for your lovely comment. Yes. Being here in this community together, which might not feel like a community, it might just feel like you're just tuning into this every morning. But essentially, we are creating a community, because we're all making the decision to be here, to show up. And that's what I'm doing. I made a decision to be here and show up every morning for you, for me, for this, at this time, and it's important for all of us, because it does raise our energy, it does raise our vibration. There is no way that it won't do that. And at this time in the world when there's so much going on, there's a lot of changes happening physically in the world, with our phones, for example, technology is changing the world that we live in. Great, glad I answered your question. Technology is changing the world that we live in, and because of this, the vibration is becoming more and more dense in the world because of all the radio waves and everything else. So what we have to do as individual beings is we have to raise our vibration, and we have to really step into the spiritual aspect of us, because that's the only way we're actually going to survive, is by keep raising our vibration, keeping our mind as clear as we can, as often as we can, meditating, coming into that space, the center of our being, the peace that we are. That doesn't mean to say we won't experience emotions, and we won't be up and down, and we won't experience challenges, and things won't be difficult at times, but to just keep coming back to our center time and time again, and to live from that place, that space of grace, that space of peace, automatically, and I mentioned this the other day as well, automatically, and making choices for our health and well-being, to allow us to absorb more light from our food, from the sun, because the light that we receive into the body is information, it's wisdom, and it's raising our vibration, and it's helping us to overcome these challenges that we're all experiencing with the technology, with the rise in technology, and all the things that are in our atmosphere now, pollution and all the rest. And I'm sure I don't need to name everything, but the more we can raise our vibration, the more we can surpass, is probably a good word, surpass and raise up out of these lower vibrations that could keep us in a certain state of mind and body, like unhealthy mind, unhealthy body. So, I hope I've explained that right, but really that's what this is all about. Raising our vibration, raising the vibration of the planet, really looking after ourselves, because the more things that are put in the atmosphere, in the air, and most people are completely unaware of these things, the more of that there is, the higher we have to raise the light quotient in our bodies. So that's by drinking plenty of water, eating mostly plant foods where possible, and really just taking exercise, getting out in nature, doing all of these things. Meditation is good to meditate, to take the time to sit quietly at least once a day, ideally morning and evening if you can. If you're a beginner, then just 10 minutes a day is perfect, and you can build that up. I mean, seasoned meditators can meditate for an hour, but, that might not be what you really want to do to start with. So just do what feels right for you at the time. But, 5-10 minutes every day is better than nothing. And it really will make a difference to your life. It will make a difference to how you think, how you feel, how you listen to your body, how you become aware of your emotions. It literally changes everything fundamentally about your life. I can't, it might seem like a very simple thing, but it's very transformational. I hope that's answered your question as well. Anyone got any more questions before we move on to the meditation? Or anything else they'd like to share this morning? So there are quite a lot of you here still. I'm drinking hot water this morning. Just hot water on its own. Which is good for the body, good for cleansing the body first thing in the morning. Also great to add a little bit of fresh lemon juice as well. So, any more questions? Anyone else want to say where they are, where they're tuning in from, how they're feeling? Wow, you're waiting for a bus. Goodness. I haven't been on public transport for a long time. So, shall we get started then? Hi Norfolk. I do think there's a slight delay with when I share something and when you're able to respond, but I guess that's just the way it works, isn't it? I'm just noticing I can't share this actually. It doesn't give me an option to share. Can you share it for me? Good, I'm glad you're feeling better today. That's really good to know. I'm really glad, yes. hopefully these are helping all of you. You know, they're helping me as well, actually. Helps me to commit to doing this. I mean, that's the whole point of spiritual practice, especially when you're in service to everybody, is it helps me as much as it helps you. And I'm learning through sharing with you all. When you ask me questions, I'm learning as well, because then I realise what I know and don't know. I am a bit suntanned, yeah. I don't know how that happened. UK sun, apparently. Yeah, it's because I've been getting out in the garden. You know, I have to. I think I'm going to be able to go out in it again today. Thank goodness. Oh, hello, Norway. Lovely. Ah, thank you for saying you can share it. Thanks so much. Yes, anyone would like to share it, you know, I don't think you can share it on my page, but if you can share it on your pages or in your groups, that would be wonderful. Is that New York? Yes. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's I think we're on, I keep losing track. I think it's day 32 now of these. I've been given some insight to go to day 40 and then I'll reassess. But it's looking like, it's really, really helping everybody. Do you want to share any of your feelings that are coming up? Maybe we can dive into that a little bit this morning. Here come the rays again. They get me every morning, don't they? I don't even know how. It's not actually that sunny at this back window. But anyway, here we go. Yes, if anyone wants to share anything. Oh, okay. Have a beautiful day. Have a lovely journey on your bus this morning. See you all tomorrow. Yes, you will. Oh, thank you for sharing. Oh, wow, Michigan, USA. Gosh, don't you think this is phenomenal? How we can all gather in this way from all over the world. I know I keep saying it, but I do find it incredible. I think it's amazing. Since there are some huge blessings to the technology that we have, aren't there? Oh, great. And you're in your summer house listening to the birds. Fabulous. Yes. Well, my meditations will protect you, 100%. So don't worry about that. Okay, well, let's speak about anger for a moment or two. Good morning, Berlin. Yes, anger is a very strong emotion that can surface when we feel injustices about things, when we feel trapped, when we feel stressed, when we feel, or anger can resurface from trauma as well, from times when we've had our power seemingly taken away from us, or we've had authorities tell us what to do and not to do, when we felt confined. Anger can arise when we don't feel our inner freedom, when we feel that, we're being suppressed in some way. Allow yourself to feel that anger. It's okay. You don't need to direct it at anybody, but if you can just, as I always say this, but it's the truth, if you can just sit with it and really go into it, feel it, be inquisitive about the anger. Like, where is this really coming from? Is this coming from the situation that you're experiencing now? Is it being triggered from a past memory of something and it's coming out now because the circumstances are creating the space to allow that anger to surface so that it can be healed on a deeper level? You know, as I mentioned before, we're all facing ourselves at this time now. There's no getting away from your emotions or your life or your experiences or your trauma or anything. It's all coming up. And the more we can look at it, the more we can accept it, the more we can face it directly, head on, face these emotions as they arise, the freer we'll be from them. And the healing that will happen through this is just incredible. Just incredible. And it is happening. We can feel it, can't we? We can feel it. Oh, your sister had surgery today to remove a blockage in her leg. Okay. I think the words of encouragement that most people need to hear, that they don't realise, is that they are loved. You are loved. Your sister is deeply loved by the entire universe, and she's a unique being with unique gifts, talents and abilities to share with the world at this time. That she is here on purpose, with a purpose. Tell her she is loved, that the entire universe loves her, and don't let her forget that. Okay, time for the meditation now. So all get yourselves comfortable, make sure you're warm enough and everything. Pop your headphones on if you haven't done that already. Make sure you've got no distractions. I think we'll do perhaps something else to do with the body again today, because it feels very important to really listen to the body at the moment. So let's all close our eyes. I'll close mine as well. And just listen to the sound of my voice. Take a deep breath in all the way down, down, deep into the belly. And breathe out. And take another deep breath in, down, down into the belly. And breathe out. And just always notice how you feel. So in this space of the breath, in this space of rest, begin to notice how you're feeling. You don't need to make a story about it, but just notice. And maybe you don't even know how you're feeling. Maybe you can't describe how you're feeling. but just notice the emotion that's there, if there is some emotion. Notice any sensations that are in the body. Notice if you are actually relaxed or not. Just notice. A great question to ask yourself is, what do I need now? What do I need now? Just let that question fall deep inside your being. What do I need now? What do I need now? And you can ask this question several times a day if you need to. But it will help you to connect in with your body, mind, to really begin to know what it is that you need to nourish yourself from the inside out. So I'll say it again. It's, what do I need now? And just let that question drop deep into your being and allow any answers to arise from within you that you might need to know at this time. Breathe. Breathe it all in. And just continuing to breathe easily and gently as we take a deep dive into the body systems, allowing ourselves to feel our emotions in this moment, to feel into what we need to nourish ourselves. You can ask yourself, what can I do to look after myself better? And just allow the answer to arise from the space. Don't need to think about it, just allow the answer to come to you. breathing easily and gently. Now bringing your attention to your emotional center, which is your stomach chakra, your stomach area. Placing both hands on your stomach area now. Breathing into that area. Beginning to notice how it feels. There may be tension, there may be space, there may be contraction, there may be openness, there may be pain, there may be sadness, there may be anger, there may be frustration, there may be any emotion that you are experiencing at the moment. Breathe into that area. Place all your attention on your stomach, on the area beneath your hands. Become inquisitive about how it feels. And ask yourself the question, what can I do to free myself? And just allow those words to drop deep, deep into your being. What can I do to free myself? The answer may surprise you. Breathe. Be relaxed. Be natural. Now we're going to place both our hands in the middle of our chest and connect with our heart chakra, our heart center, and just notice how your heart is feeling. Ask yourself the question and let these words fall deep, deep into your being. How can I receive more love in my life? How can I receive more love in my life? How can I receive more love in my life? And let the answer bubble up to the surface. No need to think about it. Just allow the space for the answer to arise. And breathe. And just releasing your hands now, resting your hands on your knees or your legs. Noticing how you feel now. Taking a deep breath in, deep down into the belly, and breathing out. Taking another deep breath in, down into the belly, and breathing out. And slowly begin to open your eyes. And you can have a stretch if you want to. Do some circles with your shoulders. Thank you, all of you, for tuning in to this morning's meditation. For those of you that are just finding this now, This will be live on the page in a few moments and you'll be able to watch it from the beginning. My name is Deanne. You can connect with me on Facebook. My page is Deanne Awakening Love, or my other page is Deanne G. I can work with you one-to-one, should you wish. These meditations are sponsored by the Peace and Love page, of course, and their website, which is www.peace-and-love.co.uk. I look forward to being with you all tomorrow at the same time, 8 a.m. or 8 a.m. British summertime, London time. And have a blessed day, all of you, or blessed evening, blessed good night's sleep, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for sharing your beautiful comments, for all your love and everything. If you're just tuning in, you can watch this from the beginning in a few moments' time. So many blessings to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you too.